Number 7. Disaster movie mind. Why overthinking destroys your discipline. You were just trying to send an email, or maybe reply to a message. And suddenly, your brain turns that one tiny moment into a full-blown disaster movie. In your head, you're fired, broke, alone, sleeping on a park bench. We laugh at it, but let's be real. This kind of thinking ruins your ability to move forward. It's not just stress, it's a trap. Every time your brain jumps to the worst-case scenario, it's doing one thing, draining your focus and breaking your momentum. And without focus, you can't build anything, not a habit, not a routine, and not the version of you you're trying to become. You tell yourself, I'll start writing today. But your mind says, what if it sucks? What if people laugh at you? So you stop before you even start. That's the real danger of overthinking. It paralyzes action. It turns simple tasks into emotional battles. And discipline? Discipline dies in indecision, in fear, in the mental noise of what ifs. So if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to be consistent, productive, and focused, you need to quiet this voice. You don't need to predict every possible outcome. You just need to do the next right thing. That's how discipline grows, not by solving imaginary problems, but by taking real steps forward. Number 6. Rejection panic. When fear of criticism kills growth. Ever felt like one little piece of feedback ruins your entire day? Like someone ignoring your message feels like the end of the world? That's not just sensitivity, that's your brain reacting to perceived rejection like it's a threat to survival. And when you're stuck in that mode, you stop showing up. You avoid putting yourself out there, you avoid taking risks, and worst of all, you stop growing. Because growth requires failure. Discipline requires repetition. But if every small rejection feels like a disaster, you'll never get past day one. This is why people-pleasing is so dangerous. You try to be perfect so no one can criticize you. But perfection is a lie, and the chase for it, it kills your ability to stay consistent. Real discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being steady, even when it stings, even when someone doesn't like it. You want self-improvement? You've got to stop fearing rejection like it's the end of you. Because most of the time, it's not even real. Number 5. Body habits. When your hands speak your stress, you bite your nails, pick your skin, pull your hair, and then wonder, why can't I stop? These aren't just bad habits. They're signs that your stress is leaking out through your body. When your brain can't express what it's feeling, it finds a shortcut. And that shortcut is often destructive. You say you want to build new habits. You want self-discipline. But your body is already stuck in a loop. Discipline doesn't start with a to-do list. It starts with listening to your stress. When you start replacing these body-driven habits with calm routines, deep breathing, mindful walking, writing instead of picking, you train your mind to channel discomfort into control. You're not broken. You're coping. But it's time to cope better. Number 4. Ritual traps. When control becomes a cage, you double-check, triple-check, rearrange, re-clean, and if you don't, it feels like something bad might happen. This is how obsessive rituals take over. What starts as control becomes a cage. And here's the twist, it steals your time. It steals your energy. It keeps you stuck. You want to be productive? But half your morning goes into making it feel right before you even begin. Real control comes from letting go, not tightening your grip. Sometimes the mess is okay. Sometimes the mistake is just a lesson. If you want to grow, you've got to train yourself to tolerate the unfinished, the imperfect, the uncertain. That's where real discipline lives, in the space where you move forward without the guarantee of safety. Number 3. When joy disappears. Why burnout feels like numbness. You used to love reading, or working out, or building something new, but now everything feels empty. That's not laziness, that's burnout. That's an emotional shutdown called anhedonia, when joy checks out and apathy takes over. And here's the trap. When your joy dies, so does your motivation. No spark means no effort. No effort means no progress. And no progress makes you feel even more stuck. The way out? Tiny sparks, low-pressure wins, small pleasures. You don't rebuild discipline by forcing yourself through darkness. You do it by finding light in small moments, again and again. Your joy isn't gone. It's just buried under stress. Dig gently. Number 2. The reassurance trap. When seeking answers breaks focus. Are you sure? You ask it once, then twice, then 10 more times. You're not trying to annoy anyone. You just want to feel safe. But the more you chase certainty, the more you lose it. This is what kills your productivity. Always needing someone else to calm your doubts. The truth is, most of the time, you already know the answer. But your anxiety won't let it land. So you Google again, ask again, overthink again. Here's the discipline shift. Let the discomfort be there without solving it. You don't need to erase every fear to take action. You just need to act with fear sitting beside you and not driving the wheel. Number 1. Decision paralysis. When thinking too much stops your life. You stand in the cereal aisle, can't choose. You scroll Netflix, still can't pick. You're not lazy. Your brain just thinks every choice is a test. And when your brain treats choosing lunch like choosing your destiny, you burn out before the day even starts. This is decision fatigue, and it's a killer of consistency. You can't build habits if your brain gets stuck at the start line every time. Here's the fix: remove friction, simplify choices, default to good enough. Stop waiting for perfect, because people who get things done aren't always smarter. They're just less stuck. They make the decision and adjust later. So if any of this felt a little too real, if you caught yourself in one of these loops, know this: you're not broken, you're just human. But you can build better habits. You can train your mind to work with you, not against you. That's what we do here at the Soft Discipline. If you're tired of just consuming advice and ready to start applying it, stick around. In the next videos, I'll be sharing lessons from books like Atomic Habits, The Psychology of Money, Ikigai, and more. But not just what they say, how to actually live them. If you're ready for that kind of real change, hit subscribe and comment books so I know you're in. We grow slow, but we grow real.